Hello everyone, we're finishing up week 2 of IT4990 and I think we need to make a recap and a quick look ahead. There's going to be a number of things coming up and I want to make sure everyone is on track and on board. Okay, this week we finished up with the site supervisor. Again, this has to be a real person within the real organization. The work we're going to be doing in the class is creating a project proposal that's going to be IT based. Again, it's not an IT project management class. This is more of the research and due diligence that comes before we write out the charter. So please keep that in mind. Now back to what we're working on. Right now we've come up with the site supervisor. Week 2 assignment is the environmental scan, which includes a look at the environment, the SWOT, and the site supervisor information. Within this assignment, please put a proper introduction. The background information really does make these documents quite a bit easier to understand. When you're writing out the SWOT, write things out in complete sentences. You'd be surprised how hard it is to understand things when things are written as a few piecemeal words. Compared to a nice, complete, well-rounded thought. So please take a look at that when you're writing things out, for example, in the SWOT and looking ahead at the risk matrix. Another thing coming up, week 3, we're going to be having the initial presentation. Now, this presentation the presentations, we have 2 of them, week 3 and week 9. These are separate from the documentation. They do cover the same areas within those documentations, but they're not part of the documentation. Now, when you're developing a project, working on a project within your organization, you many times have to make presentations. A lot of times you don't just throw up the documents and go through them piece by piece. You do an update. You may have a few minutes. You can't just go line by line through documents. You actually need to put together a nice, quick presentation that's more of a higher level than the dig down in the dirt documentation that we're creating. So think of them as 2 different things. The presentations are more of a high level thing. They're not part of the documentation, more of a higher level thing. Now, with this and all the other assignments, look at your slide limit and the time limit as well. Now, when we do the presentations, there's 2 different ways of doing it. One is the live conference call, which I'm putting up a schedule where you can pick your times if you want to do it that way. You would be doing it live, either via phone or via Adobe Connect. We could also use Skype if that's the one way that will work. But anyway, it would be done live, given to me, keep within your time limit. We'll go through the slides. Now, it would be nice having the site supervisor. It would be nice, but it's not required. Option 2, which is the more common way, is to record the narration on the PowerPoint slides and turn that in the Sunday at the end of the class week. I mean, that does give you more time. It allows you to work more at your leisure and get things hammered out. Either way, it would be fine. Take a look at both options. I will be putting up a schedule in case you want to do the conference call. If you don't want to do the conference call, you do not need to post anything about it. Let me know if there's any questions, comments, observations, etc. with this. Again, I do get back to course emails and ask the instructor pretty quickly. Looking ahead beyond that, I would suggest looking at the Unit 6 and Unit 10 assignments for a list of all the documentation that we're going to be working on and how it all goes together. That will really give you a good heads up as far as what's coming up. Again, any questions, let me know. I know life happens too as well, and anything that's going to keep you from regular participation in the class, getting your work in, let me know about that. Again, so far, great class, and have a great week. Thanks.